What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. I want to thank everybody for helping the channel reach 167,000 subscribers. Big shout out to you guys. The next goal will be 170. Now, as for some of the highlights in this video, I gotta talk about the Union Air Jordan 3 image that's been going around. A lot of misinformation on that. As well, we got a detailed look at the Maniere Air Jordan 4 Phantom and some additional releases from Jordan Brand for 2025. Also in this video is quite a few releases from Nike, including a new upcoming Nike Air Flightposite 1. And then we have one thing from Vans. And now let's get into the news. Bape and Vans have a new collection dropping in July, which will consist of the Vans Old School LX and the Vans Skate Mid LX. The Old School features Bape's camouflage print in various colors across the quarter panels, and it also comes with Bape's shark logo on the forefoot. The Skate Mid features green camouflage across the upper with hits of brown and additional Bape branding across the toe box. Both pairs are set to debut on July 26th. However, we don't have a retail price as of yet. We have a couple Nike LeBron NXXT AMPD colorways set to debut, and the first one I'm going to talk about is known as Equality. So this pair will come in a mismatched theme consisting of white, black, and metallic gold. Now, as you can see, most of the shoes are either covered in black or white. However, the two will feature gold detailing, and probably the most important part of the shoe is Equality stitched across the heels. At the time of recording, we don't have a release date, but fall 2024 is when they're expected to drop, which more than likely means a release is just around the corner, and the retail price will be $170. Boutique Titan 22 has another collaboration with the LeBron line. This time it's going to be on the Nike LeBron NXXT AMPD, and here is our first look at the upcoming pair. So they will feature a wolf gray, campfire orange, pale yellow, and powder blue color combination. Titan 22 is based out of the Philippines, and the pair features gray suede throughout, along with orange and light blue accents. Now, on the bigger swoosh on the lateral side, it features a unique design. We also have Titan's lightning bolt and fist logo on the tongue, and special insoles. On the heel, we have a small Titan label on the left shoe, and then on the right, it reads LeBron. And then finishing the look is yellow on the rubber outsole with a little bit of orange. So no release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut this fall, and no retail price as of yet. Most of the Nike Safari Olympics collection will debut in July. However, we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Safari Olympics, which will actually debut in August. So what I heard is that skate shops received a late shipment and it pushed a lot of things back, at least for this shoe. However, that isn't confirmed, it's just what I'm hearing. But if you're a fan of this pair, they will debut on August 9th, and the retail price will be $125. I should have posted this in the previous video, but I waited in hopes that we would get better photos, but unfortunately, that isn't going to be the case. However, this is a first look at the Travis Scott Nike Zoom Field Jaxx Limelight. So the official colorway on this pair is Limelight, Legion Brown, Olive Khaki, Cyber, Pale Ivory, and Black. The images aren't that great, I'll be honest, and it's really hard to tell what's really going on. However, we can see that across the base, we have a vibrant shade of green. It looks like we have gray or even white on some of the overlays. And then black will fill in the branding, tongue, laces, midsole, and the rubber outsole. We should be getting a better look soon, but for those interested in this pair, they drop holiday 2024, and the retail price will be $170. We now have a first look at the second colorway of the Tekken 8 Nike Air Foamposite 1. This pair is known as Jin Kazama, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And the overall theme for the pack is Fist Meets Fate, which highlights the rivalry between Kazuya Mishima and Jin Kazama. Now, again, I apologize if I mispronounced any of that. Now, I do know that they did a shock drop on the other pair in Vegas, but that pair, along with this one, is set to debut in September. I'll get more on that in a moment. But this pair comes dressed in a photon dust, metallic dark gray, and off noir color combination. As you can see, it features a white Foamposite shell, and then we have subtle lightning details throughout. I kind of like that touch. I like it better than the other one. While we don't have images of the sole, it will feature a translucent tint which reads Fate. The pair will also come with special packaging like what we saw on the other Foamposite one. Now, as for a release date, unfortunately, we don't have a specific one, but September 2024 is when they're expected to drop, and the retail price will be $250. I'm a big fan when Nike SB releases dunks that have a theme or are inspired by something. And for the holiday 2024 season, they'll be dropping an SB Dunk Low inspired by The Wizard of Oz, specifically Dorothy's ruby red slippers. Now, I haven't seen this movie in ages. I was probably a little kid when I last saw it, and I vaguely remember she has to click her heels 3 times or something, and then she'll go home. Now, I have seen some mock-ups going around. However, to my knowledge, the actual color blocking and the overall look has yet to be confirmed, but the color description is gym red, multicolor, and university red. So more than likely, they will have a mostly red takeover. I mean, it would make sense. But I kind of wonder if any part of the shoes will have like a shiny finish, because hers did. They were kind of shiny. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, other than that, all we know is that they're expected to debut holiday 2024, which means a release will take place between October and December, and the retail price will be $135. Alright, I got a little bit of exclusive info for you guys. During summer 2025, we had the release of the Nike Air Flightposite 1 Dusty Cactus. Now, just a heads up, the image used is a mock-up. I don't know how they're actually going to look. However, the mock-up was based off of the colorway, which is off noir, white, dusty cactus, Persian violet, and metallic silver. So we decided to call them Dusty Cactus, Z and I that is. And we came up with this color blocking. Now, there was a second mock-up made which featured a black outsole, but I opted for the blue. For some reason, I think it just hits better. That's just me. But again, it's not confirmed to look like this. It could look something totally different. Now, I really hope that down the line, Nike gets the medial side right. So far on 2 of the upcoming releases, it doesn't look good. But for sure, I'm planning on buying the OG colorway. I would love to buy some of these new colorways, but the medial side, it's a deal breaker for me. But like I mentioned, summer 2025 is when these are expected to release, and the retail price will be $240. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. If they look just like this, would you buy? Quick heads up, it appears that the Air Jordan 1 Low 85 Metallic Navy will release again. So this shouldn't be any surprise, because I know months and months back I stated that Jordan Brand was going to release the metallic navy and the neutral gray pair quarterly. Now, it seems like it's more every other quarter, but I have seen the neutral gray restock a few times. Actually, they've been sitting at most places, but that's a really nice pair. These are nice as well. Now, when they initially dropped back in March, it was at boutiques, and it appears that the next release will be on the Sneakers app, but that isn't confirmed. We do have the official photos, which I will include, and once I learn of the release date, I'll give you guys the heads up, and the retail price will be $160. I really hate showing these photos because of the tag, because I'm unsure how they were sourced. Again, nothing against the person, but the reason I am showing it because we have a better look at the packaging of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Black Toe Reimagined, and I think the packaging is actually dope. Now, I might have to cover the tag up because somebody suggested I do so I don't actually give credit, which I hate doing because I should give credit, and I am one of those people who want to be credited, so I don't want to take away from someone's credit. It's just that I also don't want to promote, but this is my heads up to you guys. Do not buy from this guy. Again, no disrespect to him, just do not buy from him. Admire his photos, and we'll leave it at that. But you can definitely see the tissue paper. It has photos connecting to MJ, a lot of images from that original photo shoot where he was wearing the sample. We have another photo of the Chicago skyline, and then it looks like we have some photos of original sketches. And one of the photos I don't think I've seen before, it has MJ standing next to somebody else. I can't really make it out. And of course, the box itself features the image that I've shown quite a few times in the past, which I think is really dope. Now, as for the release date, this pair drops on October 18th, and the retail price will be $180. Official images just popped up of the Air Jordan 1 High OG gold medal. So these are said to be inspired by the Olympics, specifically the gold medal. That's what I was told months and months back. And this is a pair that I have in hand right now. I'm going to be dropping the short later this week. And they're solid. They're a decent shoe. I'm a big fan of the color blocking. Materials are standard. Better than what I've seen on some of the other Air Jordan ones, but they're not the greatest. And they also come with a metallic gold metal Jumpman hang tag. I am a fan of the metallic gold. It has like this shiny finish and it's crinkled leather. As well, they feature a semi-translucent gum rubber outsole. So these are set to drop on August 10th. And the retail price will be $180. Let me know your thoughts on these down below. Do you plan on picking them up or passing? So we have a release date for Nigel Sylvester's second Air Jordan 4 RM colorway. This pair is known as Anthracite for now. There may be a whole story behind it, it just hasn't been unveiled. And the shoes feature an anthracite, university red, and white color combination. Personally, I think I like the Anthracite pair a little more than the Grandma's Driveway pair. Now, I think the story on that pair is great. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get them, but I definitely would love to be able to get them. I'm just not going to pay resale for them. But for this pair, they are expected to drop on August 7th, and the retail price is $150. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below, and in comparison to the Grandma's Driveway pair, which one do you like better? Alright, moving on to some summer 2024 releases from Jordan Brand. From my sources, I got the confirmation that the Air Jordan 5 Metallic Gold will debut summer 2025. Now, just a heads up, this is a women's exclusive release. And the official colorway is Metallic Gold, Brilliant Orange, Cell, and Muslin. Now, the image used is just a mock-up. We don't know how it's actually going to look. And this is the first Air Jordan 5 set to debut in 2025 that isn't an OG colorway or inspired by an OG colorway. For example, we have the Black Metallic Reimagined. Those are pretty much black metallic 5s, but they'll feature a twist. And then we have the Air Jordan 5 Grape. Now, adding to that list, we have this shoe, which will be a women's exclusive. And I do find it a little bit odd. There's not more Air Jordan 5 releases just because the model will celebrate the 35th anniversary. Now, of course, there's a possibility that some collaborations that are unknown could pop up, but we still have fall and holiday 2024 as well, so there's a possibility we'll see a few more. Now, like I mentioned, summer 2025 is when they're expected to debut, which means the release will take place between April and June, and currently we don't have a retail price. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. If they drop just like this, would you buy? The second pair to go over is the Air Jordan 13 Low Dongdan. So this pair will feature an oatmeal, off noir, hemp, coconut milk, monarch, and medium olive color combination. Now, as a heads up, the image used is just a mock-up. We don't know how it's actually going to look. And for those that don't know, Dongdan is a Chinese street ball tournament that takes place during the summer in Beijing, China. Now, in the past, we've seen a few collaborations, which includes the Air Jordan 5 Low and the Air Jordan 6 Low. We also saw the Air Jordan 37 and the Air Jordan 37 Low. Now, as you can tell, when it comes to collaborations, they like the low top model. From their previous collabs, the 6s were pretty nice. They featured a gradient across the base. The 5s weren't so bad as well. Those were done in all black with hits of pink. The two pairs that I've just mentioned, they've been vibrant. But this pair appears to have more of a toned down look. More than likely it'll feature some textures and branding. Just as of now, we don't know how it's actually going to look. And as for a release date, summer 2025 is all the info that I have. And that means the release could take place between April and June, and no retail price as of yet. after I dropped my video on Friday, we received a detailed look at the Maniere Air Jordan 4 Phantom. Prior to this, we only had the one photo, and I'll admit, they look great, but of course, people want to see the different angles and all that good stuff. As well, with these photos, we do have some images of the packaging. These photos also clearly show off the Nike Air branding on the heel. And then on the tongue of the right shoe, we have the Jumpman logo, which appears to be plastic. It's not stitched on. And I assume that will be the same material used in style for the Maniere A logo. Also from these photos, the ankle, it looks a lot thinner. I know I mentioned the tongue in the previous one, and it's definitely thinner as well. And then we have a quilted material done in satin on the liner, while the shoe is constructed with nubuck and suede. Now, if you look closely, it looks like below the mesh, we have like a canvas material, which is different. Now, I'm not sure if this is added for the photos or what's coming with the shoes, but it looks like it'll come with fabric inside of the box, which is done in Burgundy Crush. If that's the case, then yeah, this is definitely premium. The overall packaging is really dope. Also, it appears that it comes with 3 sets of laces. So laced in the shoes, we have Phantom, and then they also come with white and muslin laces. Now, as for a release date, this pair drops on September 19th, and the retail price will be $250. Also, this will be a women's exclusive release, but they will be available in extended women's sizing. Alright, so you may or may not have seen this image floating around. I saw it posted, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it, if it's real, if it's not, if this is in the works, yada yada yada, all that good stuff, right? Now, I just want to say off the bat that this image right here, this is cap. This is not happening, at least not this pair. Now, let me run it back. So this image was shown on an Instagram account, and that Instagram account is known for leaking stuff. Usually they have the stuff in hand, they give first looks, so automatically people ran with it and started reposting. Is this a first look? Some people even posted that this was a first look and they're coming, but I'm here to tell you that it's not true. In fact, this is the image it was originally taken from. Now, shout out to Say It With Your Kicks. He posted this image back in 2020, and this is actually a custom done by Chef Hugh. I believe that's how you say his name. I'm not entirely sure. Now, I've seen his work in the past. He does some excellent stuff. And don't get me wrong, these are dope. But this is not an official collaboration. It's just a custom. It was pretty sneaky because the way it was cropped only showed the side. It didn't show the full picture. And sure, the individual who posted it, they could say, well, I never said it was leaking, but there was no context added. And the guy is known for leaking first looks. So people read between the lines and ran with it. Now, the person who posted this, I'm cool with him. I've reposted his stuff before. He does get legit stuff early. But in my opinion, I felt that posting this just wasn't a good look, and I feel that he knew what he was doing. Now, I will add on that, yes, I've heard rumors that Union has another collaboration with Jordan Brand, but other than that, I don't know the model. I don't know the year. It could be next year, it could be the year after that, and it's just talk. It's not confirmed. And that's another reason why I wanted to talk about them, because in my previous video, I said that I've heard a rumor about Union dropping another collab with Jordan Brand, but I didn't know anything else. So I didn't want that to snowball into something bigger than it was, and people trying to connect the dots, because unfortunately, this isn't the shoe. Now, could it be the Air Jordan 3? Sure, I guess it could, but I don't know. I just know that this isn't it. This is a custom. So going forward, when fake stuff leaks and, you know, I can confirm that it's not happening or this image is like a fake or something along those lines, I'm going to include it in the video just because I get a lot of questions about it anyways in my DMs. So obviously people want to know. But what I will try to do is not clickbait. I'm not going to just throw them up on the thumbnail and say, you know, these are releasing. I'll have some sort of emoji. Maybe I'll put a baseball hat emoji for cap or red X. I'm not sure at this point. I'll figure something out when I start editing. So I thought I was done with this video. Actually, I was almost done editing it. And then images leaked of the 2024 Air Jordan 14 Black Toe. And you guys already know, I'm super excited about the shoes. These images come from JD Sports, so it's an actual retailer. And the pair will return in November. Now, to run down some history, we first saw the shoes debut in 1998. We saw another pair debut in 2006. However, that pair was different compared to the OG. It featured ribbing on the panels, which you would typically see on the candy cane release, also known as the white and red pair. Now, the last time the shoes launched was in 2014. Now, it's funny that Jordan Brand is celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Air Jordan 14 in 2024, but we've only seen a couple releases, not that many. Plus, it's not even the 25th anniversary, it's the 26th. This shoe dropped in 1998. Their website even says 1998, which 2023 should have celebrated the 25th anniversary. Either way, we're getting this pair back and excited. Now, comparing to the OG, I mean, they're close. I'm kind of giving up on the fact of Jordan Brand getting these releases one of one to the OG. I know they can, I just don't think they really want to. I feel that it's better for them monetarily to get it close, but leave a few things off, and then release the shoes again in a couple years and say, oh, now they're really true to OG form, but then they'll miss something else. We saw that for the Black Cement Air Jordan 3 that's returning. Now, those could be a sample. Somebody stated that in the comments, and I forgot to even mention it, and that's correct. Those could be a sample. So the elephant print could be darker. The toe box shape could be less bulky. Let's hope for that. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with the shoes. You guys know the Jordan 14 is my favorite model. When I learned about this pair returning, I knew I had to double up, or I'm going to double up. Now, as for the release details, this pair is set to drop on November 2nd. For now, it's possible it could get delayed, and the retail price will be $210. They're also going to drop in grade school sizes, and the retail price for that will be $150. Let me know if you plan on picking this pair up or passing. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. One more thing, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, yesterday, I dropped a short of the Air Jordan 4 Wet Cement. I was lucky enough to get them in hand early. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description below. Now, going forward, I'm going to drop a couple more shorts this week, as well as a long form video, probably on Thursday. But for this one, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, make sure to leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.